Yo, all right, there we go. Hey everybody, how's it going? Red Diversity, man. We're back with another video. Me running through this really quickly. We're gonna be opening packs up today from what set is this? The Rayquaza EX drop event. So, how many? What? One, two, three. So we already have quite a few packs. We've already opened some earlier. I opened some. So usually what I do is I just go ahead and collect like 20 of them, and then then I make a video, and I usually within that 20 I can get everyone. So usually that's what I do. But this time around I decided to I made this might be the only thing you see, but in case we do just happen to get every Pokemon here, but I did make a video earlier with no audio on it of me opening some packs. So that may play after this ends if we don't, we should get everything, but if we just get every card here, I will leave it at that. But I opened some packs earlier just because I wanted to. This says the EX. Since it's the EX, I thought it was really important to make sure we got the EX and a pair of it. So I'm going ahead and opening these packs. I normally wait till after the event ends, but I'm opening the packs now in case we have to play a few more matches. So here we go. I guarantee we done already opened a few packs. I guarantee we're gonna get Rayquaza EX here. I think we already got the other one, but I have no doubt here. We have plenty of packs that we'll get two EX Rayquazas. So Rayquaza, I call him Rayquaza. I think right. I don't actually. I can't remember. I was saying maybe I used to call him Rayquaza. I can't even remember now. Um. Either way, you guys know what I'm talking about here. Okay, Froakie. So look at here. So we already got, as you can see, we already got Executor. I'm sorry, Execute, Froakie, Farfetch, and then the non-EX Rayquaza. So I think we're only just missing the EX Rayquaza. So we get him, we're good. Hopefully, we're gonna probably see everything here though. Okay, the other one. So if we didn't have a pair, there we go. For that, the non-EX one. Yep. I live. This was a good set. I think this was open like 2 weeks. It was open way longer than I feel like normal. But every 2 day, every day and a half for 2 days, I'll go ahead and knock out like 5 games. I will also quick if you guys by the time this video comes out, this is why I need to start doing these a little earlier so you guys can see the deck I use. But this is the deck I used, and I could just put this. This is the old Darkrai. You know, this was the meta like I think 2 seasons ago. Last season it was Giratina Darkrai, which actually is still currently Dark Giratina. But this was the meta before Giratina EX came out. Was this Magnezone Darkrai? This deck plays really well into the that requires the deck. So yeah, easy. How many more games we need to play? Two more. Easy like auto. You just put that on auto, and I've never like I put it on auto, come back like 10 minutes later, and it says victory every time. Easy victory. And I've occasionally watched it. I can never watch the AI because they always make dumb decisions to me. But they I don't know how the AI like when I play against it, they suck too because they usually this is probably the easiest event because they're oh, there we go. EX Rayquaza. Nice. Love to see it. So we now have every card out the set. They have a mana fee, but their whole strategy is to almost just constantly power up their Greninja in the back until it can come in and knock something out. It will sit in a so they will intentionally they will never let it attack unless it can get a knockout. It just sits in the back to snipe, and it is so funny because you can just kill 2 mana fees and then just kill the Greninja eventually. So there we go. We got every card. Now we want to make sure we get a second one, or we really don't even need a second one because we do have that special Rayquaza too. So we already have two technically. We don't even need to see another one. But we'll keep opening. We'll open all the packs to see if we can get another one. But yeah, that was the deck I used. I also used just for the there's a requirement that it wants you to do less than beat it with 3 diamonds or less. I think is it 3 or 4. I think it's 3 diamonds or less. So I just used my Rampardos deck for that one. So that was real easy too. But I felt like I didn't use it anymore after that. I just used it to complete the challenge. Um, but yeah, that Darkrai Magnezone deck, it does the job real easy. So no need to really go past that, honestly. And can we get the second one? And we'll just stop opening packs once we get the second one here. Well, we've earned these. We'll open them all. But once I see, I'll probably end it. Well, we got quite a bit. I'm probably going to end it after we get the second Rayquaza EX. But yeah, I usually wait to open these all at one time. But I was like, this is kind of important. It's an EX. I want to make sure we get plenty of EXs. And I can't remember not on the trade system if you can trade these EXs or not, the token EXs. I'm gonna go try to do a trade in a second and see. Is someone probably yelling at the screen like, oh, you definitely can. Oh, yeah, there's our second Rayquaza EX. So yeah, we have duplicates of everything. And yeah, we just want to see another one just in case. I don't think we ever will use it. Rayquaza just hasn't. I don't. It just isn't. It just currently isn't that strong. So, Pokemon only. Wait, where did it go? Where did it go? Promo. Are we missing anything? What are these cards? The Lola Ninetales. How do I get these? Anyone know what these are? Lola Ninetales? A Alolan Grimer? Okay. Um, yeah, I think I don't know what the heck these are. But anyways, yeah, so we got all the cards now. Let me look how many copies of everything we got. All right. Two Rayquaza EXs, four of the normal ones, three Farfetches, four Froakies, and five Execute. All right. Yeah, yeah, we got everything. I always seem to do it. It never seems too hard. I don't know what the percentage is, but you're almost you're all like if you do 20 games, if you just play it, that's why like a lot of times like I said, I don't like I'll just play as many games as I can. The event ends, cool. Like, and I just want to make sure my goal for these is always just to have a pair of everything. Just you never. I don't think I'll ever use these cards, but it'll be nice to flex them at some point in the future when who knows what when Rayquaza gets a partner that has a pairing that's unbeatable. Yeah, that'll be the day. But Rayquaza isn't too bad. I think with the Manaphy strat. But there's another one I think with that new what's his name Pam pair. Let me see. I think it's pair. There's something. I know he's a fighting type. Let me just do. Let me just do P fighting. Oh, I gotta make sure it's on. I may not have him either. So P fighting. That didn't narrow it down at all. Here it is, right here. Pansemian, I think is how you say it. Pansemian. He once he's knocked out, his energy can go to one of your bench Pokemon, so he can kind of speed up. Like like you don't have to worry about. I wonder why no one ever tried a Dialga deck. I'm curious as to like, is there no Rayquaza decks that work? Now again, Rayquaza is interesting because he's only swinging for 40. So he's not worse than actually. I guess he's technically is stronger than Dragonite, but also what's interesting is I've seen a few Dragonite decks, and honestly, I don't know why Rayquaza doesn't have a good pairing with Giratina because yeah, it's a decent stall. I don't know. I'm kind of confused on that. Especially with you can throw him too. I want to say, and even some of those Luna. I don't know why has no one made any like pairings with Rayquaza. He's a solid card in my opinion. Like he's okay. I wouldn't say solid, but I mean, I don't know. I'm curious as to why um no one's managed to where's he at? Let's go look at him again. So like I said, we had two right here. So we only really needed one if we ever want to use these in the deck. If we wanted two copies. Okay, so one of your opponent's Pokemon is chosen at random. For each time a Pokemon chosen, do 40 damage. So potentially on one Pokemon you can do 160. So if they only have one, this is guaranteed 160. Which you know, if you can pair this with something that's getting a knockout early, like this almost guarantees something. But only 140. Maybe the HP's holding it back because a lot of like this thing, a lot of things are knocking him out for sure. A lot of things, and just the build up take. I think the meta's just too quick. That's my only assumption. Just the meta's just too quick right now is my only thing I can assume for. But yep. Yeah. Wait, can you obtain an item here? Whoa. Wait, can I just exchange? Oh, that makes sense because I was like, how would you get another one of these? Whoa, so you can just exchange it for free because you can't take. I was just thinking about that. I was like, if this is a card you can't get more than once, how would you unlock the? Yeah, that's cool. You just buy it. Nice to know. Well, there you go. For any promo cards like that, I think you can. I wish I knew which other ones I got off like rewards like that. That was a reward for winning like 50 games or something like that. See this one. Let's see. So you need to exchange one. All right. Well, that's fun. All right, that's all I wanted to show you guys. I'll open the rest of the packs later, but yeah, I love opening these. It's real fun. I usually do them if you guys enjoyed this, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe. We usually do these every drop event and we usually get we usually wait to the end. But EX, like I said, I want to know like if I was gonna get it early or not because I didn't want to if because look. Right. Like, we got like three matches now we could play. The event ends like tomorrow, like tonight, really. Take like tomorrow, like morning, technically. Um, so I was gonna, if I had to use some of the, if I can do this, if you guys can, I was gonna use potential. I have yet to use any of these. I still have 64 from Lord knows when. I don't. Like I've yet to have to use any of these. You just have to be really greedy and in a hurry to use these. Which I mean, if it was a really really good like Rayquaza is decent. Like if it was really really good, um, yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, man. We're out. We're Diversity. Peace.